Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Open Heart Healing. My name is Sarah Walsh, and thank you for joining me today for this card reading. Today we have 4 cards. They all happen to be Major Arcana cards, which is a pretty big deal considering there's only 21 Major Arcana cards in the whole deck of 78 cards. So to get a reading with 4 just Major Arcanas, to me, definitely signifies that this message is a big deal, or it's something major. It's a major thing. So, it's kind of fun because most of my readings are just kind of like little snapshots of like a little kind of situation, or maybe nothing so big and major. But this one is like, I was like, woo, we got a good one today, you guys. So let's get right into it. We have number 13, Death and Rebirth. Traditionally, it's just called Death, but 15 is the Devil, 7 the Chariot, and 12 the Hanged Man. And then I was also noticing which signs that these cards represent. So Death is Scorpio, the Devil is Capricorn, the Chariot is Cancer, and the Hanged Man is Pisces. And I noticed that right away because I'm a Capricorn Sun, Scorpio Moon. So when these first two cards came out, I thought, oh, this is just a reading for me, I guess, because it was my signs. But I didn't get a Leo card, so. But that's what kind of like clued me into like pay attention to what signs these cards represent. So if any of those signs mean anything to you, or maybe something with those energies, I'm not really sure. But the message that I'm getting is that somebody is going through a major transformation, because obviously the Death and Rebirth card, Scorpio energy, is all about transformation, transforming, like diving deep into the darkness to rise up from the ashes. Like the phoenix is a symbol of Scorpio, dying in order to be reborn, that kind of a thing. And then the Devil and Capricorn. So Scorpio and Capricorn, in my opinion, are the 2 darkest signs of the zodiac. They kind of represent the darkness, the dark side, the shadow side in a way. Which is interesting. And how I realized that, well, it's because my sun and moon sign are those, and then my rising sign is Leo, which is the sun. So I have luckily a good balance. But if you were just like heavy on this energy here, and you didn't have any of the brighter energy to balance it out or lighten it up, then that would maybe not be the greatest thing. So I've always been very grateful for my Leo energy, and I have a lot of Sagittarius energy in me as well. So that's also a fire sign. So anyway, so that's kind of like going along with the message that I'm getting here with these cards, is that somebody maybe needs to dive into their darkness, do some shadow work in order to balance their energies, so that they can move forward. So you look at the Chariot, as often symbolizes to me like things starting to move forward, making progress, movement, things progressing. And the Hanged Man is obviously she's having to balance herself here to be in this position. So there's that. And she's also in this energy see how this light is by her head, and to me that usually represents like an epiphany of some kind of like enlightenment in a way. And this can look different for different people and their situations, so take this however it resonates for you, if it does. If it does resonate for you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Feel free to leave a comment, as always. I always appreciate comments. Even if you just leave emoji comments, I appreciate it. I like to, yeah, it's fun for me. But anyway, so I'm getting the message like somebody's kind of like stalled where they're at in their situation. They're kind of like become stagnant, like the Hanged Man, of like not really, like, not in a bad place. Maybe they're in a fine place, but it's just they're not seeing a lot of progress, or they've reached a plateau. Like when well, maybe you don't know, but if you ever have a large weight loss, that sometimes in your journey of weight loss, you'll reach plateaus where you have times where you stop losing weight and stop making progress, and then you have to kind of reevaluate your exercise routine or your diet or whatever it is that you're doing. You might have to like reevaluate and adjust. It might need some tweaking in order to keep making progress and having movement again, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm getting, is like somebody is not in a bad place, but they're just kind of stalled out, and so they need to do some kind of work. And maybe for somebody it is a weight loss journey, and that's the literal translation of what I just said, but it could just also be metaphorical always, right? Of maybe needing to, yeah, like I said, I was getting like you have to do some shadow work in whatever way that looks like for you. Do some shadow work in order to balance the energies better, in order to make progress and be able to have more movement. So, yeah. And this could, the devil too, I'm getting that it's representing the ego. So, maybe someone, maybe they're, the thing that's hanging them up is, is that they have a little bit too much of ego still or something, or like they're still letting their ego kind of get in the way of living their best life. And nobody likes to hear that. Especially not somebody who has ego. They're not going to want to hear that either, but whatever. I just give you the messages that I get from Spirit from looking at these cards, and that's what I'm getting. So take it or leave it. It doesn't matter to me. It's your life. Do what you want with it. Yeah. So anyway, hopefully something in this message resonated with you. Thank you for joining me today, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.